Welcome back to Finnegan's Garage. Thank you for hanging out. This is an epic day for a lot of reasons. First off, I bought a new truck. Didn't need a new truck, but I was bored on the couch with a broken leg doing a lot of online shopping, and I bought one with an automatic transmission. I wanted to bring something to SEMA this year that I had never worked on before, so I bought a 98 GMC work truck, full-on stripper glitter model. Crank windows, rubber floor mats, doesn't even have a V8. Like, this is the working man's model of truck. Beautiful shiny paint, but not a lot of substance underneath. Thanks to the folks at Bling Sauce, we're gonna bring you a complete series of videos called The Road to SEMA, where we transform this working man's truck into something we can proudly drive right into Las Vegas, right into the convention center, and park it in the Bling Sauce booth. And because Bling Sauce is sponsoring this series of videos, you guys are gonna have opportunities for some real fun. Not only can you get free samples, but at some point, we're gonna give you tips on how to enter a contest that could bring you and a friend to Las Vegas for an ultimate SEMA experience. We'll have more on that later. Right now, let's start our road trip with a quick flight from Georgia to Austin to see my friends. I boarded the plane before first class.
And I'm leaving them at Tailgate. I'll have a safe flight now, okay?
We made it. Made it. Let's go get a truck.
What's up, Mr. Finnegan?
How you doing?
You know, doing 10 things at once as per usual.
I love that you made time to come to the airport.
Dude, it's a convenient.
Is this a consulate car or what, dude? You got diplomatic immunity come with that license plate?
Flags on the wings. Front bumpers.
Dude.
The wings. Do you even know what this thing is?
I don't know, but I feel like when you drive around in this, you just look at other people like they're peasants.
I do. I do that regardless of what I'm driving, so I could be in my Dodge. I don't care.
Dude, this thing is pimp.
This is a rare car known as the 500E.
I don't know that I've ever been in any Benzo, let alone one
This
as
car was
distinguished as
made
this.
by Porsche.
Porsche made a Benz?
That's exactly right.
Ah.
I like this part of you that you're like, the Euro is just almost like doesn't exist.
Oh, it's totally foreign to me.
Yeah, literally. Sorry, Ricky, did you introduce yourself at least?
We did.
Okay.
We met.
How do you guys know each other?
We met just now.
No.
Oh, Joe? I was like, well, Ricky. Let's see the truck.
Yeah.
Do your podcast and then go have dinner.
Okay, sounds good. Got a golf cart so you can see it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And
I walked 2 airports today. I'm done.
Oh, I bet.
I'm done walking the airport. Oh, dude, this is an action movie. We're driving. This is where all the guns are at, and oh my goodness.
So here's the deal. We're in Austin, Texas right now, but we're here for a lot of really good reasons. A, I wanted to visit my friend Alan, who owns a company called Revival Cycles. They're a local, I don't know how to describe their motorcycles and what they build. They basically build cafe-style bikes. They build, old school looking race bikes. They build some outlandish stuff I've never seen before. I found this truck, 98 GMC, on the internet, and I realized it was in Texas, about 4 hours from Alan's shop. So I conned Alan's buddy Travis into picking the truck up, bringing it here. Joe and I just flew in, and we're gonna road trip this truck all the way back to Georgia from Texas. And along the way, we're gonna do some stuff and have a lot of fun. But we're starting out here in a new location for Revival. This is not where they build the bikes. This used to be a newspaper factory. Now it's an empty warehouse, essentially. It's massive. It's on 20 acres right in downtown Austin, Texas. You can see downtown right behind me. And these guys are getting it ready because they're about to throw the Hand-Built Motorcycle Show, which is an awesome show I've never gotten to go to. It's gonna happen in a few weeks. And Essentially, we're here to install a tonneau cover on this, see inside the spooky warehouse before they church it up for their motorcycle show, and then we're gonna hit the road and go to our next destination. Alan and I met years ago in South Georgia at a car show.
I thought it was Florida.
Was it Florida? No, we weren't in Florida, were we?
I flew in, man. I didn't actually drive there, so you know how you... Is that where?
Georgia? Jekyll Island, Georgia?
Jekyll Island's in Georgia. You're right. It's in Georgia.
I really
Sorry.
don't know.
I think
we
you're
met
right.
at a car show, and we instantly hit it off. And then I never saw him again until the next time he came to Georgia and came to my house, which was cool.
That's true.
Yeah, you've been to my house, and for years you've invited me to come here, and I don't know. Let's be real. I didn't make it a priority. Let's see the truck first, and then we'll see.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll talk about the rest of the stuff later.
You're gonna make me hop all the way over there.
You want to get in this golf cart?
Yes. No.
All right.
No.
No, you can't.
No.
You can. All right.
I'm a man. I'm gonna walk.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that walking, but
You know, I've been walking all day.
yeah. Well, so
It looks black.
It's just dark blue. I think you should call it blue steel
Blue steel.
because I think it's that beautiful. Blue steel.
Is that one of those?
Yes,
Well, that is
Shelby.
a Series 1. Wow.
Wow. That's the most rare car around here right now.
Oh, dude, fires right up.
It's got automatic headlights.
All I want to know is, does the tape deck work? These steering wheels are might crooked.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, already?
That's straight. So this is why I bought the GMC. No, not the V6. Nobody wants that. But if you look at the V6 and the surroundings, you'll realize this truck is damn clean. And the truth is, it only has about 12,500 miles on it, maybe a little more. Found it on the internet. The story goes it had 2 owners, basically sat under a carport for a long time. There are very few scratches in this original paint. This does not have the cancer clear coat that usually peels off on OBS trucks. You could eat off the engine. Clearly it was stored somewhere, was a little moist because you can see a little bit of surface rust popping up on suspension components and the core support. But essentially, this truck is damn near mint. And I bought it because when I was a mini trucker, we bought mini trucks because that's what we could afford. You know, my first mini truck was a '94 Toyota. I bought it from Longo Toyota in El Monte, California. Out the door, that truck was a little over $8,000. And it was a stripper model. Didn't have power steering, no power locks, no power windows, no air conditioning. The back bumper on that truck was optional. Now, if you were an adult back then and had more money, this is what you bought. This full-size Chevy, the sticker on it back in the day in '98 was about 20 grand. This one, for some reason, only clocked a little over 12,000 miles since 1998. I bought it because the guys at Bling Sauce wanted me to bring a car and put it in their booth at SEMA 2024, and I realized that the projects I'm working on currently, the Cadillac and my C10, there's no way I'd have them done in time for the SEMA show thanks to this busted leg. Like, I can't stand around and fabricate right now. I can't stand around for more than an hour without my leg ballooning up like it's gonna explode. And so I thought, you know what? If I buy this in Texas, it gets me out of the house. It's an automatic truck so I can drive it. It gets me a road trip, which is fun, always. And because this thing is straight and might not need a full paint job, and because it's an OBS truck, you could pretty much build them out of a catalog. I figure this is something I can pull off before SEMA while also eventually getting back on the heavy fab projects on the Cadillac and my C10. And so this one, yeah, it'll be a bolt together deal, but we're gonna start out with a truck that I think most people can relate to, the work truck, the rubber floor mat, the crank windows, and we're gonna build something that I feel like if you have a reasonable amount of common sense and some basic hand tools, you can build a really fast street truck and have a lot of fun doing it. And so that's what this project is all about. And along the way, we're gonna bring you guys on the journey, and a couple of you might get to go to Las Vegas and see this truck in person, and we might get to hang out and have a good time. But more on that later, probably in a different episode, we'll announce the contest. For now, let's just take a look at what a 12,000 mile OBS GMC looks like. Cause dude, it's clean check this out. So there's not a lot wrong with this truck. The mirrors, I don't even know if these were the mirrors that were on this truck. They're pretty hammered, but it's not wavy. There's only, I think, 2 dings in the whole truck. There's a few surface scratches here and there. And if you didn't want luxury, right? If you didn't care about having power windows or bucket seats, you don't have to do anything on the inside of this. The door panels are mint. The bench seat is mint. The dash is not cracked. The weather stripping is perfect. Like, this truck is as clean as they get. I haven't gone anywhere in it, but I'm hoping the factory tape deck works because I brought some cassettes with me. Really, the only hammered parts of this truck are there's some scratches on the top of the bed rails and the bed floor because there was a plastic bed liner in here that was removed before I got it. But there's no dents in the bed of this truck, man. Like, it's so damn nice. And this is one of my favorite OBS colors. Not right now because the sun's not out. It almost looks black, but in the sunshine, this blue is beautiful. And so my plan for this thing is to road trip it home, lower it, really good suspension, about 1,000 horsepower under the hood, a killer stance, and just a very simple build that I think you guys could recreate at home after you won the lottery or got a fat tax return, I don't know. But it's something you could pull off without being a fabricator, you know? Anyway, there's my new truck. Wifey's gonna be stoked. The truth is I ordered her flowers and this thing just showed up. It's weird. There's a lot of scams out there on the internet. You gotta be careful, really careful. And I will not rest until all of the scammers are eradicated so that things like this don't happen, you know? I didn't want this, but you know, I like being optimistic. I like being positive. I'm gonna turn this into lemonade, okay? I am. I know it's not flowers, baby. I'm sorry. Maybe next time.
We'll do a burnout. Hey.
See, the great thing about this is currently I can't do this on any other car I own at home, so I had to come to Texas to do Burnout.
You do understand.
They're all manuals.
You do understand. We're doing that all the way home.
Oh yeah, I don't like this tire.
Let's swap all the tires out just to keep it.
Oh. Let's make sure it wasn't a fluke though, you know?
The great part is we brought it outside so you can see it better, but with smoke, we can't see it at all. You can't see the car at all.
I was just gonna say, I want to jump out and watch someone else do the burnout. The motor room's great. That's how you test it, is you just put your foot down and park your foot on the floor. We almost had 2 tires, almost, briefly. It's perfect. Some paint touch-ups, some horsepower. This thing will be amazing.
A locker.
That's the first time I've ever done a burnout. Like, it's pretty good, right?
It's got a ding in the hood. That's your first burnout?
Yeah, that was the one I was worried about.
Oh, that's all right.
No. Today it is.
This is still better than any other SEMA project I've ever been involved with because I don't have to restore it necessarily. We can just start going to the modifying part.
I like that part.
Yeah.
I wonder, does the AC work?
Supposedly it did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if we go on my luggage, I have cassette tapes. Because that's the important part.
Is tape deck?
Does the tape deck work?
In 98?
Yeah, bro.
Not even a CD player.
No.
Well, that was an option.
It's a work truck. The CD player would have been down below in the little pocket.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would have been like probably an $8 part for you know. I get it. You don't want to spare any expense.
I don't know what it makes for power, but it has plenty to smoke that one tire.
Well, they do. What is it? 250 foot-pounds of torque, right? It's a lot.
I have no idea.
It's a ton of torque. Not a lot of horsepower. Put a turbo on it though, and it'll be fast. It's the bed sides on these that dent is what I remember. You don't ever lean on the bed.
Yeah. These things they remind me of Datsuns. They're just look at them wrong.
Yeah. Then they dent. I do like this color though. I do think it's blue steel.
It looks great in the sun.
It's blue steel.
In the sun, it's amazing. Everywhere else, it looks black. But in direct sunlight,
something wrong with this tire. It seems like it's got rocks stuck to it or something.
That'll buff out.
Are they original tires? Are they that old?
God,
no, I don't think so.
No.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
Well, these definitely wouldn't be making it home.
These aren't the stock wheels for this truck. It would have had Steelies on it. So
Oh, really?
Yeah,
This is
somebody.
the upgrade aluminum wheel?
Somebody's changed them. Yeah.
What'd you call it? OBS? What's that?
Old body style. For whatever reason, on the internet, even though this is not the oldest Chevy truck body style, everyone in forums started calling the 88 to 98 the OBS truck after the square body. And then it became the NBS, which is 99 and up, and then it became the NNBS after
exactly.
that.
The new.
Right.
The new
Because
news.
nobody wants to say GMT 400, which is what this is.
It's a really nice truck. I mean,
Like, it's almost a shame that's a bench seat because that's in really great shape.
although that's probably what you need right now too. Being
Oh yeah, let me look at the long-term effects of driving this. Now that we know I can, effectively burn out in this truck.
I didn't know if it was your left foot or your right foot.
It's my clutch foot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this will be great on the way home.
But
I really thought I was going to have to put my leg out the window,
cruise
but
control? I can't imagine.
Yeah.
dude, it has it. Let's
It
test
has
it.
cruise.
I have to test it.
All right.
That test cruise
Can
control?
you do cruise control during a burnout?
I think. Oh, no.
No,
No?
I don't think, unless it's picking up the wheel.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
set.
well,
I'm
is
gonna
there a
do
speed
burnout and
sensor?
set the cruise control while doing the burnout. Like, we need to know the answer to
That
this.
could be interesting.
For science.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
For science.
For science.
Okay,
Let's do
cruise
it for
control
science.
on. Oh, it won't work. Because you got to apply the brakes.
No, it's all hand crank stuff.
It won't work because you got to step on the brake to keep it in one spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no cruise.
If you start getting it going,
It might go, but it won't stay. You know what I mean? It won't. It doesn't have enough guts to keep the burnout going. That's all right though. Science. I think the cruise control thing is valid in a really high horsepower vehicle, just not this one. Shall we tour your shop? I bet it does good backwards burnouts.
I want to hear what the security guard has to say.
It's a great truck. It stinks in here now, bro.
Yeah, what happened? What does that smell? This is what I call the showroom. So the entrance for we're doing automotive.
So if you're a customer, you come in here.
Well, they come in over there because it's all locked down. We have, because the intention is to store probably 400 or 500 cars and motorcycles here. We're in the middle of downtown, so we have like by far the most convenient place to store insecure area for car collectors. We just began.
So what was this place before?
This is where they used to make the newspapers.
Ah, no wonder why it's abandoned.
Yeah. So this hasn't, they have
Oh,
not
dude,
printed a newspaper
this is a
here
newspaper,
since 2016.
Oh.
And so my show has been happening here for about 5-6 years. And I developed a relationship with these people.
Oh, this is where I see those photos from.
Yes. So this is the room where they stored the paper before it was printed on giant rolls. And everything will be lit. All the motorcycles will be in here. They're like 150 motorcycles. This is 40,000 plus square feet.
Wow.
This room. This was the welding room for repair, essentially. For the machines, the printing, which is what I'm going to take you into.
This is where we get slaughtered.
This is we call this the murder room.
Yeah.
Actually, dude, what's really great, and I don't want to make you get up, but all these rooms, that's just fasteners.
Oh, wow.
Bolts.
Fasteners?
Bolts.
Dude.
And pieces and bearings.
Hopefully not metric.
Both. America. Both. They got everything. I mean, the blue, those are the more modern presses. Those were $14 million in 1993.
What?
And they're just sitting here. These are the ones from like 1979. Are you okay back there, Joe? I forgot about the height.
Still there.
Yeah. Here.
Damn, that's impressive.
I like that we're just on a golf cart. This is easier.
Joe, we're in a printing press. Yeah.
And this room would have huge shelves where paper rolls were stacked to the ceiling. Wow. They had to have that much inventory because they'd be printing out 60, 70,000 a day. Right?
Damn.
So each one of these rolls, they were just big forklifts, and then this room was the dehumidified room, right? Because they just stored it all the way. It's a 45-foot ceiling.
Yeah.
And they stored it, and then they would load it. They would load the paper on those rails at the end of 1, 2, and 3 onto those carts.
This is sick.
And then that machine put them on the tracks. That door opened up, and it brought paper in to load up each one of those bays. Hold on, we're gonna do something.
We're gonna go up on the elevator?
Yes.
Oh, he just leveled up this parade right here.
Kevin's not here.
Freight elevator.
This is frightening and exciting all at the same time.
We're gonna come back out this way.
We're inside.
Thank you.
It's
Yeah,
not
I'll get back to
abandoned,
it.
but it hasn't made newspapers in quite a long time. But Alan is now using it as a repurposed facility for his motorcycle show.
You ever been in a freight elevator with no lights in it in a while?
Yeah.
How long's it been?
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're definitely dying.
I think it works. Oh yeah.
Although Ricky's still here, so either he wants to document the death, or he's cool with dying. One or the other.
Mike, are we still in 3 days?
I don't know, bro.
That didn't sound good.
It's my first golf cart freight elevator experience.
It sounded like.
Oh,
parts
here we
of it
go. We're
fell
going
off.
up. We're going up. We're gonna go see Zool. We're gonna find
this way, sorry.
We're gonna find the gatekeeper. Whoa.
Hold on, Joe.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Let's get on for just a second because I want to show you something. I know you can't walk easily.
But you're gonna make me do it anyway.
Hold on, don't get up yet. Don't get up yet.
Don't get up yet.
I want to see, make sure these. I've never actually had to go.
He's
through
making
these
sure we
doors.
can't run. You notice that?
Yeah.
You notice that? Like, where's he going? This is what happens in all
We
the
could
horror
run, but I'm
movies.
so
Okay.
lost right now, we'd never get out.
Bad guy disappears, everybody else stands around, and then one
Ricky,
by
I'm
one,
gonna need you to hold the doors open over here.
we all end up in the hell of being cut to pieces.
This is the second floor of the. Oh God, are we gonna fish through here?
Definitely.
Oh my God.
We are no longer in Bushwood, that is for sure. Oh, you got this, you got this.
I think I'm gonna
think
make
so.
this. Hold
Oh
on.
no, you totally got this. Go a little further left.
Hold on, I gotta.
That's right, use the force. Plenty of room on my side.
I bet this place
Well, maybe not anymore.
I bet this place was super loud.
That one was out.
That'll buff out. So, look up. Look up.
What's the black stuff on the ceiling?
That's from the ink in the air conditioning system.
Yeah, that's what you tell people.
Oh, the exhaust is.
It's from the murder. Watch your head, Joe.
We're good.
You only got the one.
It doesn't work very well, anyways.
How cool is this?
This is incredible. So this is the printing part, right?
This is the printing part, right? I just think it's the coolest thing. It's just our little
Secret?
side hustle.
What is that?
Man,
There's
you
plenty
got
of them
me.
here.
There's some brand new ones too.
That's a uranium P32 explosive space modulator.
You know, it's funny. I hadn't seen one in a while.
Yeah, Bugs
I
Bunny.
didn't even realize it.
Are you sure that's not the flux capacitor?
No, that would be way bigger.
So if you look out, Mike, you climb all the way up to whatever stories that is. And the downtown panoramic views are just, it's awesome. It's just,
It's crazy.
It's also
So
scary.
does
Why
it
you gotta rub it
feed,
in like that, all right?
From down all the way.
The reason these are kick-ass newspaper presses is because they feed from below, and you have to think that every one of these is a printer with a page or 4 pages on it, right? So as one continuous loop, it's just printing the entire newspaper in one thing, right? So
Yeah.
that when they slice it, it just comes out and gets put together as one.
So
It
is
follows
this like a
itself.
continuous press all the way up?
Yes, exactly. And
That is
then when
wild.
the carry area is on that side, I'll show you. And then it comes out, and these tracks, these machines come right through that space where I took you earlier and carry it out to the other area where it's all put together and then just goes out the door. But you know, they had to do it 60,000 times a day.
Oh,
So
that's
for
the
people like
vent
me
where the
and
ink
little,
fumes are coming
to go
out.
deliver your newspapers later.
Yeah, partially the reason that looks that way is because the paper dust that would exist in here
Can you imagine?
would be so strong it's impossible to keep it clean. But yes, those rooms are quiet rooms. My plan is to turn one of these into a dyno room. It all comes apart. They're all, you can't see, but inside they're all perf. Acoustic panels. So I want to turn one into a motorcycle dyno room for my dyno. I have a dyno, but I don't have a dyno room.
Right.
I was gonna say, I bet this place was super loud when it was running.
Very loud. You couldn't. Those are quiet rooms, so you could actually talk to one another.
Isn't it just amazing that an entire industry went under and
Just
this is
gone.
what's left?
Yeah,
Like-
and it's worth nothing.
Yeah.
This would have been, in today's dollars, probably $100 million room.
Like
In
if
today's dollars, is worth nothing.
this thing is the reason these machines are worthless.
Well, that's the evolution of everything. What I mean, the guns changed the need for for lots of other things. Like there's just all sorts of technology that replaces other technology. The phone, you know, right? Like what the telegram did for communication, instant communication.
Yeah.
You had to wait for months to find out if the president was shot,
Yeah.
right? That is a real welder, and I never even noticed it until today.
Yeah, it's a spool gun.
It's just on, look, it's on all this speed rail. This is called speed rail. That's a paper cutter. There's your this is for you.
Oh,
that's
sick.
your first souvenir.
Souvenir?
Actually, you want to see the murder room?
Yeah.
This is what we really call the murder room.
Alan just told me that's the murder room.
It is the murder room. It looks like the murder room. I love that we have this golf cart. We just roll Gimpy around on it. But remember I was telling you
That's
about
Gimpy with a capital G.
where the papers would come out?
Oh,
and go around?
I've seen this in a movie.
But look at this. Look how murderous this looks. Hey, turn the light off for a minute.
Oh, that's Old Man Wither's flashlight right there. He's killed somebody with that.
Look at how murderous this looks. First time I came in here, I didn't know where the light switch was.
That's not grease, that's blood.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And the colored inks.
Some nefarious stuff has gone down here for sure.
Purple, yellow, green, red. Yeah, it's a good murder room.
Wow.
Anyway,
Joe, go in that door.
don't get lost. Let's get out of here.
Why?
Just because I'm looking for something, you know, like treasure. Yeah, and when I have, I've always been like,
You want to see something really
there you go,
cool?
there's the screen.
Yes, I do.
So look at
It's a laser
Here
etch.
is what they use to actually print onto the paper at least.
It's aluminum, laser etched, because this was for the later printers, right? That's a laser etched screen. Probably
Yeah.
from the last time they printed.
Oh, these
And then that's how they would.
how fitting.
What's
It's
our date?
it's an obituary.
Yeah, that's the last time they printed it.
If we're the only ones here, why did the elevator go down,
Right?
Alan?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting scared.
Alan? No, for real, why'd the elevator go down? This is messed up, bro. Ricky?
It's the haunted building. But look up. So those were the colored ink tubes when they delivered the ink.
Oh, so those are just filled with ink?
Yes. To fill up that area near my office, there's a flat station where the trailer would pull up with a tank on it, and they would plug in a pump and it would push the ink through there. The black ink room, I believe it has like 300,000 gallons of the black ink in it.
Whoa.
And it's the only part of this place that's recessed.
Still?
And we figured it out. It's like a basement, because if they did that, if one of those tanks were to leak, it wouldn't be a catastrophe of epic proportions.
I wonder what kind of monster is in that tank.
Dude, it looks like a murder room because there's handprints all over the wall. People wipe their black hands on the wall.
Like-
it is so scary.
Like, sure, it's black ink for making newspapers, but what if this whole place is a front for
me to murder
passageways that goes down straight to hell?
Do you know?
Real quick, want to stop the video and thank the folks at Bling Sauce, because thanks to their platinum line of car care products, when I detail one of my vehicles, I actually kind of look like I know what I'm doing, and I don't. I'm not a professional, but basically this line of products means you can put in amateur effort and get professional results. I'm talking exterior, interior, spray it on, rub it in, wipe it off, you're done. It's that simple. And Bling Sauce wants to give 500 of you guys free samples of the product. All you gotta do is go to blingsauce.com, click on the 3-product sample pack, and use the code FREEMIC. And they will send the first 500 people that do that a sample. And you can see just how good this stuff is. Now, back to the show. So this is the cheapy Trifold Amazon
Special.
tonneau cover.
You didn't even upgrade for resale value and buy a WeatherTech, pal.
No, well, WeatherTech didn't have one for this.
Oh, they didn't? Really?
No, that was the website I started at, because it's a rubber floor mat truck. I was like, we'll just get a bed mat and a tonneau cover, and WeatherTech didn't have this on their website.
Got instructions?
I got instructions.
We might look at those for about 2 seconds and then call it done.
This is a Tonneau Pro. No tools required. Sweet, because we ain't got any.
No.
Place the tonneau cover over the cab end of the truck box. So you set it across down there.
Okay.
Unfold fully. Adjust the position over the truck bed for proper cab and tail alignment. Now, the one thing I am concerned about this is they listed this as fitting 95 to 2007 Chevy trucks. So hopefully this works. I mean, it's a 98, it's in the range, but that's two different body style trucks. Maybe the bed opening is exactly the same, I don't know. If your truck has a plastic bed rail cap that extends below, you must remove enough of the plastic. We don't have that. Do not secure to only the lip of the bed liner or wall cap. Do not use a wrench or over tighten. With the tailgate open, completely close the tonneau. Slide the rear clamp out of the bed wall, pull the rear clamp down, hook under the bottom edge. That's pretty standard. We're doing all of this because we're expecting rain and or, sketchy people. And it's a standard cab truck, which means all our camera gear, all our luggage, all gotta go in here. And I did try locally to find an old school like Snug Top or Gaylord's fiberglass bed cover with the lock, and couldn't find one. And so at that point I was like, all right, well, we'll just get one of these. It's $250 and we won't even bother swapping out the handle for a factory locking handle because you can cut right through this. It doesn't matter if it's locked or not. This is just gonna hide things from people's eyes and probably just keep the honest people honest. The bad people, well, hopefully we don't run into them. The inside of this is gonna look so good with I would almost do a gray spray in.
Oh yeah, that would look great.
To match the interior,
Look at that. It's a Tonneau Pro.
Dude. All right, close the tailgate. Make sure yeah, so I think it needs to go
forward a little more.
Yeah. I can't stand for long periods of time or fabricate, but I can crawl under things and tighten things. If you want to line it up, I'll jump in there and tighten her down.
So I think you're gonna have to slide that through here or something, because one goes to that side, and one goes to this side. Oh, I see the corner cinching down. I don't see any more light coming through it.
Okay, we're now touching one turn, two turns. Oh my God, the inside of this bed is so nice. Look at this.
It is.
There's no dents. It's like whoever owned this never even hauled anything.
Yeah, but it shows the knob at like a 45.
Yeah, that's kind of how this thing is angled.
Yeah.
The way the clamp works. That makes sense. Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Yay!
That's the most work you've done in like a couple weeks.
Oh, suck it. It's not true. It's hard work being on a couch, pushing the button on the remote control. Dude.
We got a bed cover.
All right. Let's load up and get out of here. I think our bumper is bent a little bit downwards. It's not something I'm too concerned about right now, but maybe when we get home, we'll put a roll pan on this or, color match the bumper and recess it a little bit, tuck it, and straighten it out. I don't know. We'll figure that out at home. Man, it's like the 90s all over again. We'll load up our gear, pop in a cassette, and hit the road.
What you got in the box, Mike? Nice fresh air cleaner.
Dude, it's like brand new. It's the engine oil.
How's the oil look?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Looks like brake fluid is low. So we need to buy some brake fluid. But we need to fire it up. I haven't checked transmission fluid, but I don't see any major leaks. The exhaust looks brand new down there. I think at one point a squirrel or something did get up there in the corner. It looks like there's a little bit of leftovers from somebody building a nest right behind the core support there.
Oh yeah.
But this thing is just mint. This right here is interesting. The under hood light's unplugged. I wonder if that means it sticks on. I'm gonna leave it unplugged because it's not nighttime.
But we know if we need it, we can just plug it in.
Yeah.
Oh, see, that's why we had to put a tonneau cover on. There's a turd on here. There's a turd in the cargo area.
We gotta keep our bags clean.
This truck has a tape deck, right? And anytime I buy a truck with a tape deck in it, I like to just put out the call to the world saying, I have a truck with a tape deck. Do you want to trade me some of your old school cassettes for maybe a shirt or a hat or something? And we're gonna do that again day after tomorrow. We're gonna meet some fans in a parking lot and see what kind of tapes do they got for our old school pickup. And the parking lot we're gonna hang out in and meet them at is of a movie theater in Texas that is also playing one of my favorite cheesy 80 movies ever, the BMX movie called Rad. Yeah, so 2 days from now, I'm getting tapes, gonna see Rad, it's gonna be awesome. We brought some to start our trip with, and I gotta be honest, I've done this 3 times now, and I now have so many cassettes, most of which are trash. I appreciate the thought, but they're trash. So now I'm gonna be a little choosy this time around. I'm like, I don't need, a 4th copy of Look What the Cat Dragged In by Poison. I don't, So on this trip, I'm looking for, well, first off, I'm looking for the soundtrack to the movie Rad on cassette. I'd like that. I'm looking for Operation Ivy on cassette, maybe some Bad Religion, No Effects. I'm looking for 90s hip hop, some 80s rap on cassette, some metal. If you got a Slayer cassette, I would gladly trade you some Slayer for an FSM hat, Today, Joe picked, and we got, Johnny Cash, Lynyrd Skynyrd, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, tacos. Is that pizza or tacos? Wow, we're over here. Where you going, my guy? Van Halen, Diver Down, solid.
My first concert ever.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, the Cult, dude. Yeah, today we can't play these for you. We'll have to turn the mics off. But for us, we will have a damn good time.
I almost grabbed New Kids on the Block.
I would have
I just couldn't pull myself to do it. I grabbed Kid Rock.
I wouldn't have
instead.
even slowed the truck down, bro. I'd have just kicked the door open with my good leg and pushed you right out, man. Oh my God. New Kids on the Block. Every girl I knew back in the day had a crush on New Kids on the Block. I just want to close it again. Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's so solid.
No squeak, no rattle. Dude, there's actually a good amount of room. Like my broke leg is
It's extended out?
straight out, and my foot's not touching the firewall. We got voltages, we got oils, we got a gas gauge. Does the tack work? Tack is working. All right, it's official. Here's where we're starting. 12,306.8 miles. And look, there's a Ferrari coming out. That is Alan in someone else's Ferrari following us to shoot car-to-car video.
I'd really like to drive that OBS.
What's the retail on that?
800?
More than you can afford, pal.
Exactly.
Ferrari.
More than $30.
You missed it.
More than tacos.
Did you ever watch the Fast and the Furious?
Never heard of it.
Ah. All right, well, let's go anyway.
I've seen it.
Hey, so Alan's following us to our next spot, which is Texas Speed, which is only like 40 minutes from here, because not only did I want to take a tour of the place where I bought a long block for my wife's turbo boat, but Alan's never been there, and he wants to take a tour, so now we're headed there. And Alan brought Ricky, his film guy, to shoot car-to-car out of a Ferrari. I don't even know what kind of Ferrari that is. So far, the only issues are a steering wheel that's 30 degrees crooked. I mean, I don't know if the alignment's off or what that's all about, but we're about to find out. But the gauges seem to work. The tape deck works. The speakers actually sound fine. I'm blown away, because you would think that at this point
It would have deteriorated?
Yeah, the foam or the surrounds or even the cones of those speakers would be shot by now, but they're not. You guys can't hear this, but I'm gonna turn this on for Joe so he can.
Not bad.
Should we try our luck? Check the AC, even though we don't need it. Whoa, a little musty. That is cold air coming out.
Oh yeah.
Wow. This truck's so nice. We don't need it, but do you want to try the lighter?
I don't think
it
that's
works.
in all the way.
That's okay. I don't even care about the lighter, as long as the power.
Let's see if it works.
I haven't had one that works in
Just
so
in case
long.
I want to smoke a cigarette for some reason.
I'm actually afraid that it's going to shoot out and just light stuff on fire. I haven't had a working one in, oh my God, I don't know when.
I haven't seen a car. Oh, it popped!
Let go of the wheel. Wait, now this
That's
thing's straight.
I think it was just the way you were in the parking lot, maybe at the slant or something.
Oh, that's weird. Now the steering wheel is straight. No, it's off. Just a little bit. Wow, this thing is nice. I'm gonna reset our trip. Dude, I bet with burnouts it still gets 20. I mean, we got a 4L60 overdrive trans and a little itty bitty 4.3 liter V6, making what? 230 horsepower? I haven't even Googled it. I don't know the answer to it.
I don't either.
Oh, I love this truck.
Dude, we can just bomb over everything. We don't have to worry about hitting nothing.
Yeah, I say enjoy it right now, because when we get home and lower this thing and ruin it, we won't be able to, just run over potholes like we're running over now. But right now, this truck, you don't got to slow down for nothing. Not potholes, not the police. Like, everything in here is so nice, I don't want to upgrade it. I might just leave this seat in here. I might just leave the whole interior, crank windows, stock plastic door panel, just leave it all and just make the truck fast. Because when you have the interior done, it's never as good as it was when it was new. No matter what, a clip is gonna get misplaced or broken. Stuff just not gonna fit back together as good as it did when it's wrapped with more material and everything got thicker. Like the Ram truck.
Graphic.
The Ram truck interior looked awesome.
Yeah.
But holy hell was it hard to get the window cranks back on that thing, because the door panels ended up
They were
being
so thick?
So thick with the upholstery.
All right. So tell me this guy's going to take this Ferrari to the cheapest gas place in town. Really? Like an $800,000 car, and he's worried about gas prices, dude.
Is that what it costs?
That's what he said when we were back there. He said probably 800.
800.
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't worry, that door's only probably.
Oh. Man, it would have been funny if I hit the Ferrari. Made it.
Not funny, haha, but
I mean, ironic. It would have been sad, but.
Now, we're in about 75,000 square feet. Wow. The entire building's about 175. So we're using 75, and we have another 100K to sublet. And when we need it, we'll take it back, basically. Okay. So we have room to grow. Everything's kind of laid out in a product type flow.
Okay.
So I'll let Mike walk us around, and you kind of will live just the progression from raw casting to machining to porting to a valve job to assembly, then to boxing. Okay. So you've got your cylinder head line here. Your intake line is down at the end of it. Then you get into your blocks. We have an R&D area. Camshafts are on the side, and then final build room is at this end of it right here. Okay. So everything basically makes its way this way to either go to DC or in the builder.
All these machines, these lathes, they all run our titanium retainers.
Oh, you guys make your own retainers?
Yeah, we make our own retainers. This is the bar, so that's the raw stock that we get in.
Wow.
And each one of those machines, they have a bar feeder on them. We can just load a bunch of bars in them, and they just run them like gumballs.
So what else are you guys making in-house? Because obviously you're not just buying blocks and heads and castings and assembling stuff.
We have the castings poured in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So that foundry, it's our design. They cast the heads, they ship them down to us, and then from there, I'll show you on the Doosan's, the horizontals, we machine the complete head, and then we move them to the 5-axis to port them. And then we do full valve job with the CNC new ones. And we build camshafts same way, all made in the U.S.
You guys grind your own cams here too?
We do.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have 3 Landis cam grinders, basically top of the line for cam grinding, and we grind everything in-house.
Wow.
Yep.
So my wife's long block, is that your guys' camshaft too? And are the PRC heads, those your castings?
Yeah.
Wow, all right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great motor. I bought all so far.
It's a beast.
It's so fun to drive.
Yeah.
So fun to drive.
One of the major components we don't build yet is the block.
Okay.
We source new GM blocks
Okay.
for all the engines that we build. I mean, we have some that we source that are older, but those are dwindling down, and now we're pretty much dealing with all brand new GM blocks.
Okay. And is it just the cast iron stuff or aluminum too?
Cast iron and aluminum. Both.
It's so funny around here that 1,000 just so every day around here.
Like the-
it's like,
oh,
1,000, okay. Like you just get so just numb to it, basically.
Until someone drives something with an honest 1,000
Oh, yeah.
horsepower. Like 700 for me is, you rarely would ever get bored of that on the street.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to even hook it up.
Yeah.
1,000, most people are going to crash that car.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I'm guessing most of your customers are swapping it into something that doesn't have ABS or traction control. So like 1,000 is legit, you know?
Yeah.
Ferrari's 1,000. I tried to crash on the way here. We couldn't make it
You
happen.
didn't try it.
Like I said earlier, these are cast in Pennsylvania. We've been working with the same foundry for a long time. But this is a raw casting. This is our PRC LS3.
So all this has to get...
Yeah, those are from the flow gates where they feed the aluminum in to the tool. Then they lob them off, and then I have the program in the machine that machines that down. Then it continues on.
Ricky, you're fired.
Fired, Ricky.
I can say that because you don't work for me.
But yeah, this is how they come to us. We have 3 of these large horizontals. They work great. We're real happy with them. They hold the head up in a fixture. I can actually show you because this one's not running. You can see one through that door. He's got the door open.
Oh, yeah.
This machine's getting some maintenance done on it.
So how long to go from a raw core like that to finished, ready to assemble?
Probably around 4 hours. We also install the guides in the machine, so it runs it like this, puts all the holes in it. So it puts the hole in it for the guide, and then when the machine cycles it out to the back, it puts another one in there and starts running it. When it's out here waiting for the other one, the operator will install the guides, and then it takes it back into the machine and reams it while it still holds it. So the position of that guide is like spot on. Like they hold the tolerance to that really, really tight because everybody knows that valve guides can be issues. So we want to make sure they're as straight as possible. So that's kind of a unique process that we do with our cylinder heads. A lot of other people will install them after the fact and ream them after the fact.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that, but you guarantee the precision by doing it while you're holding it on initial grab. So this machine's just like those other two, but this one has a robot system on it that has several different fixtures that we can program and plan to run over 72 hours. So this thing can run unmanned for a long time. It does the intake manifolds. These are all cast in California. We get them the same way as the heads. They're a raw casting. We've got intent in the design of the casting so that we can have tooling points on them to hold them. And this machine machines all the intakes, the lids, and also cylinder heads. He's running some cylinder heads now. This machine also exclusively does our late model LTX line. Yeah, these newer Centroids, we opted to go with a dual plate and the XL. We have another 560 over there, but it's not the XL. This allows us to do a whole motor's worth of heads. That machine right across from us over there, that's what we pretty much started on. So one head takes close to 3 hours to port on that machine, and you get 2 heads in 3 hours on this one. It's so much faster.
You're doing 4 at a time right now.
And are the programs for the port designs all something in-house? Or
I programmed all that. Yeah.
And I'm guessing you flowed all of it before. And
Yeah,
this
we
is
have
what I like best.
we have an outside port developer.
Okay.
And then I use an outside guy to also give me the scan of whatever he flows.
Yeah.
And then once I get that data, I'll pull it in and I write the program.
Let's go, man.
So here's the R&D area. We got 2 bays. You guys are working on stuff all the time in here. We got an engine dyno here. We have a new engine dyno that's also here fixing to go in.
Yeah, the new dyno is going to be about 2,000 plus capable. But the old one we have just can't go to that power, so we can't put any boost to it really. So it's seen its paces. It's time to upgrade.
It's time.
Yep, it's definitely time. The benefit of us grinding cams in house is we can grind it there, walk over here, make a pull, install it, make a pull, go back, cut it smaller. So just how quickly we can transition on the new product side of it. So you grind it to the biggest lobe, make a hit, go back, take a little more off, go back, make a hit, go back. So just that back and forth. I think on average it's around 200 plus dyno pulls that we'll do on a cam line. So
this last area is our cam department.
Okay.
These are all cam cores that have all our designs lobe milled on. So they're like spools. So there's like a small amount of metal that's left on it that we do finish grinding with, and we just finish grind the lobe profile.
So do you heat treat them first and then grind?
They are heat treated first.
Okay.
Yep.
Back there's one.
This is the balance department. So all the balance rotating assemblies run through here. We got 3 balancing machines. This is the engine assembly room here.
Yeah. So how many and how often?
30 or 40 motors a month.
So this is a combination of both customer customs or one of our brawler series, which we build to put on the shelf stock. So we build some of these standard with 2 options, whether it's boost or NA, and we just have it on the shelf basically. So instead of having to wait 6 weeks to start to finish, we can ship it out in a few days. We can take it, we can long block it, we can take it and turnkey it. It just cuts down the process. Cuts down the lead time for the customer. So it's a mix of the 2.
Faster.
So how many short blocks a month do you think you ship out?
Man, I don't know. Right now, I think it fluctuates. I would imagine between 30
How many
a month.
How many short blocks a
doing
month?
that? I'd say just Paul alone builds 10 a week.
Wow.
So probably 50 or 60.
My goodness.
Used to be 40 at some time ago.
How many hours will it take him to assemble a short block? Or how long will it take?
Just the assembly part, like cutting rings and assembling it, 2 hours. 2 hours, yeah. I mean, if you talk about rods and bearing clearances and putting the rods and pistons together, so 4.5 hours maybe. But yeah.
2 a day, probably.
Yeah, 2 a day is usually, 2.5 a day if you're just at the bench building. But like if I had to do rods, pistons, and do a motor, it'd be about 1.
The last machines that we kind of didn't walk through, we have 4 valve job machines. They're kind of unique because they're CNC, so we can program whatever shape we want on the seat. We can, open it up, close it up, change the diameter, but those things are definitely top notch for the valve job stuff. A lot of guys do it with a single shape tool and they just come down and plunge it. It just takes a lot longer. It's not as fast. That thing, you just move it from hole to hole and it cuts the hole wherever you want it.
Well, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
I gotta be honest. I bought a long block from these dudes at Texas Speed for my wife's boat, pretty much because Cletus went really fast with some of their long blocks in Leroy. I'd never been to the facility. I just talked to these dudes on the phone and drank beers with them a couple of times.
Oh, really?
And the thing is performed flawlessly. And so, I mean, we were so close. Why not go see where the sausage is made?
Right.
And the people making the sausage and the tools
Super
they're
impressive.
using, yes. Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so this will be our first. So what do we do? We drove 30 miles to get to Texas Speed. We now have 171 to get us to our hotel tonight, and then tomorrow, go meet some fans, see the movie Rad. Hopefully, get some cool cassette tapes. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Do not enter. Not going to.
Foot to the floor.
Oh, you feel that thunder?
Yeah, about to snap my neck.
Sorry, bro.
Gotta give me some warning next time so I can put a neck restraint on.
Could be wrong, but that was 4,700 RPMs. Whew. Gotta be careful.
It's a screamer.
I'm going 78 and the people are pulling away from me. And I don't know if it's windy or if this truck is just a little sketchy at 78. But what is the speed limit on this highway, man? Oh, it's 80. It's 8. Look. The speed limit here is 80. Texas has no chill.
80 miles an hour.
I'm going 85 and they're pulling away still. I mean, I'm allegedly going 85-ish. Oh, it's smooth right. All right, 78's no good. You get it over 80, it smooths right out. Like, my hands aren't even on the wheel.
So you're just supposed to do the speed limit, Mike, that's all.
I guess that's
Boink.
the key. Wow. Yeah, I'm getting out of the
Every
lane.
state should be this way.
I'm getting the other lane. Let's find out. Let's feed some speed to our ride. Oh,
shuts
governor.
off.
Found the governor. Oi, governor. Why'd you do that?
You can't go any faster.
You know what would fix that? The Texas Speed LS engine. Just saying. We're gonna need a different
With
speed.
the 1,000 horsepower
Yeah,
to the wheels?
that would fix it.
Yeah.
Van Halen's never sounded that good. Okay, next. Go get some to eat and then meet some fans in a parking lot where hopefully it does not rain. Oh, crutches. Did you grab them for me? Well, at least I know they're there.
You might need those.
Hopefully I didn't run them over.
Nope.
Oh, good. I'm glad I wasn't bumping these 6-inch speakers, you know. Might not have heard the crutches fall over when I tried to pull away. We've gone 218 miles, and we're still above half a tank right now. What are we, day 3 of this trip? We are now on our way to the parking lot of the movie theater in a mall, where, with any luck, there'll be some cool peeps there that have enough good cassettes to get us home, because we've still got probably about a 15-hour drive ahead of us, and we have played all 6 of the tapes Joe bought. I think only 3 of them played well enough for us to actually sit through the whole thing.
Actually listen to it.
Yeah, Van Halen Diver Down sounded like Joe Walsh high, and the Cult sounded like Alvin and the Chipmunks. It was very weird. But tonight, with any luck, we'll get some good stuff. And I can be honest, I'll trade stuff even if it's good stuff, and afterwards we pop it in and find out it doesn't play. Whatever, they tried. So the rule here is if it's something great that I asked for online, give them an FSM hat. If they just bring some weird stuff like Bing Crosby's greatest Christmas hits, they can have some stickers. I'll still trade, dude, but...
What's wrong with Bing Crosby? He's a classic.
He is, but you know how many copies of that I have at home?
Oh, well, there's that.
I have a wall of cassettes in the man cave bathroom from doing this before, and they're great, but like there's an entire like case tote of mixtapes, but they're not good mixtapes. These aren't like, hey, I made this mixtape for this girl and I never had the balls to give it to her. You know, not like that. Like, there's some weird gospel stuff. There's all kinds of weird stuff down there that I tried to listen to and I just couldn't get through it. There's so much legroom on this side of the truck. Way more than your side. I think your side, because of the air conditioning, there's less. But over here...
Well, I mean, still legroom. It's just, yeah.
This is
Your
one of the...
giant-ass boot doesn't fit underneath the air conditioning.
That's what it's boot room. That's the problem.
Right.
If you're a cowboy, this is the side you want to be on. It's not that side.
You turn left at Lake Robin. Keep going straight.
Okay. Very few trucks do I ever get into, and my left foot isn't sitting on the firewall or on some you know, footrest or something. Not here. It's got all the room. Okay.
Looks like turn right at the red curb. I see a whole bunch of people there, dude.
Oh, for real?
Oh, howdy. So someone's got an old ass Ford Courier in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. There's a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah. It
Thank you.
it has 12,000 miles on it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
What city did you
So who's going to see the movie tonight?
I have to go stop by work, so
Oh no! What do you do?
I'm a vet tech and I'm a team lead at a feed store.
Oh,
I
nice.
had the animal part this morning and then possibly the feed store.
You are way braver than I am. I couldn't be a vet tech, man. Oh, we were just passing through, and I wanted to see the movie, and yeah, I mean this was on the way, so I was like, well, we'll just come here and see the movie here. All right, which one don't I have? Solid. Wow, these are all. Wow.
soundtrack in there?
Dude, these are all great.
Days of Confused soundtrack. That's the best one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I have it on CD, but I don't have it on tape, so we had to take that one.
Yes.
Well, and you got to hedge your bets because we brought 6 tapes, only 3 of them played.
That
so,
one plays. I know that one plays.
I won't hold it against you if it doesn't at all, because I
By the
understand
sound of it, I think it might be worn out.
these are delicate items. Oh man, Hanker William.
Seriously, as many as you want.
Man,
I'm Darren.
that's a good one right there.
Thanks for coming out.
Iron Maiden, nice. NWA, dude. Wow, these are fantastic. Hot joints. What are hot
That
joints?
one's good. It's got some Wu-Tang on there.
Oh,
Back 10.
sold.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Wow. All right, I'll take 3.
Bet.
Because I didn't discover this till yesterday. I was stealing photos online of the tapes I was looking for. They're like $20 a piece now.
Yeah.
So like, go ahead and sell those. Like, don't give them all to me. I was surprised because when I moved to Georgia, I'll never forget this. I didn't want to bring everything with me, and I had probably 500 CDs, and I had a bunch of tapes and just 1,000 magazines. And I started at $1, nobody wanted them. I got down to $0.25, nobody wanted them. I offered to carry them to people's cars, and nobody wanted any of that stuff. So I ended up bringing all of it to Georgia, and it's wild. Now all of a sudden, this stuff's valuable.
Ratty cars that were thrown away
What do we got?
10 years ago are $5,000.
I know. Stuff like this, because I remember like when I was first got into mini trucks, these were big. But in the early 2000s, lawnmowers were in these things. Like full-blown show trucks were being used for landscaping. Now all of a sudden, I mean, I think the sticker on this was 20 grand. I paid 20 grand for this, you know, which is wild. Oh, no way, Meatloaf. Dude. Shit. Sorry.
Put that anywhere.
That was the crappy one. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know what I dropped. Sorry.
Meatloaf.
Oh, Meatloaf, damn. All right, so we're taking Metallica for sure.
You can actually have all of them if they're
Really?
Yep.
Oh, dude, these are great. Thank you. Motley Crue, Great White, Faster Pussycat. Well, like Freiberger would lose his mind over this cassette. I might give it to him.
Is that here? You need some eyeballs?
Oh, I brought some. Thank you, though. Would you like a hat? Good to meet you, Andy. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, we didn't have any
Good to meet
cassettes, but we got you a rad shirt.
No way.
Swap for a hat.
Oh, definitely. How about 2? You both need them. We can't have one hat.
Sure. I'm not going to get laughed at because it's not New Kids on the Block.
Oh, dude. Beverly Hills Cop. Good soundtrack. Nice.
But you need some cars too.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude, you're way too generous.
I know you're looking for one of these.
That's cool, man.
This one's got a few cracks in it, man.
Dude, that thing's cool.
So, came off my grandfather's TX Youngblood.
Wow.
So, I have a bottom wheel, and I was going to run it on that one, but I went a different route, so.
Oh, you should. This thing's fantastic.
Yeah, I want to give it to you, though.
For me?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It's going to need
Holy
to get
cow.
redone, but
Dude, that's
you were looking
amazing.
for one for a while, you put a thing out. I think someone gave you one.
I ended up buying one. It's wild. CP Performance started making them again. This is amazing, dude.
Well, here,
Thank
here,
you.
Man. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but
I might put this in my charger. Like, this would look good on the
That'd be cool.
charger.
I want to
Yeah.
see it on the video.
Oh, dude. Thank you. Can I trade you some stuff for it?
Yeah, sure.
The Killer Dwarfs, dude. They have 2 good. They have 2 great songs. They really do. This is the one with the 2 great songs on it.
That's the album.
It's what is it? It Doesn't Matter, I think is the name of it. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, two Saturns.
Because it had a cool title.
Oh, dude,
I like the
hell yeah.
surfing with the aliens.
I'll never forget when I was a kid seeing this. My mom didn't want me to buy this because of the picture.
Right.
So, of course, I bought it.
Oh, of course.
Oh, no way. Raising hell. Solid, dude. This right here is the first cassette I ever owned.
Is it?
Yeah. This is the first one. The Easter Bunny brought it to me in my Easter basket. And then I went right outside, put it in my mom's car, and played it over and over again. And she came outside screaming. She's like, "What is this you're playing?" And I was like, "Easter Bunny gave it to me, Mom. You can't take it away now, you know?"
Yeah.
She was so pissed. It's her fault I like rap.
Cool. I've been blowing.
What do we got here? Oh, Danzig. I'm immediately texting a photo of this to Tony Angelo.
I love Danzig.
Danzig's like his hero. Which one is this?
The first one.
Oh, this is. Oh, you sure you want to give this up?
Yeah. Do I have 3?
Okay. All right. Cool.
I got all of them, yeah.
Awesome.
I also got you this, man. From where I come from, when you get a new truck, that's
Black ice.
That's the scent you need, yeah.
You are not the first person to tell me that. A guy at a mini mart, I don't even know where, it was South Texas, was like, you got to mix the black ice with the black cherry.
Yeah.
And he had a whole formula.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I don't have any tapes, but I'm happy to buy you a beer if you would accept it.
You don't have to do that, man, but I do appreciate it. Can I sign that for you?
But I would love if you sign this for me.
He also was hoping that maybe he could sign his leg.
Yes.
Sure.
I'd love
He's a tattoo artist, and one of the other workers can get it on their finger.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't, I want to be sober when I do this then, so I was screwed up.
From Evil Dead, got Ash.
Really?
Yes, I got Bruce Campbell.
You got Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
Dude.
I met him on 6th Street in Austin.
Yeah.
He bought me a shot and signed my leg.
He is a legend.
Yes.
Dude. Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Where at? Nah, come on up, man. All right. So what do you prefer? Which direction?
Anywhere, because I would love to get a little Corona bottle along with your signature.
All right. Do you want me going this way or this way?
Up to you.
Okay. That's a lot of pressure. So the last time I did this, I was hammered drunk, and I didn't know he'd get the tattoo, right? Like 2 weeks later, he messages me. It doesn't even look like my signature. I feel so bad because I was faded when I did this. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Thank you so much.
Does it look like your signature?
Yeah. On a leg, but yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it, dude. Wow.
I love it.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I really
What you
appreciate
got?
All right, we've got old Beavis and Butthead,
Sold.
The Offspring,
Sold.
Beastie Boys. Now this is a remix of all the various versions of So What You Want.
I had this EP in high school. I had it. This is great. There's like the.
And the true hallmark of the 90s.
The mix.
Homemade mixtapes, which I have no idea what the hell.
What woman did you make these for? Better question is, what woman did you not have the balls to give these to?
She is who she is.
All right, Violent Femmes. Oh no, this is all Violent Femmes.
Yeah, that one was actually a homemade tape from my record on my from an LP, a vinyl LP to the cassette.
Dude, this is sick.
That's King's X. Gretchen Goes to Nebraska.
Nice.
And this is a new order tape. I didn't know I had. So,
dude, thank you.
It's such a nice truck, and it's going to be so bad when we're done with it.
Oh, we're gonna ruin this truck. Like we were driving all the way here, going, wow, it's so quiet and comfortable, and it doesn't leak, and
even when you're doing burnouts, you can't hear the motor.
yeah, everything works. We're about to ruin all of that. So, but it'll be way more fun. Yo, I'm so excited. We have road trip music now, bro.
There you go.
Like if only 40% of them work, we'll still make it home.
Yeah.
These are great.
have you tested the tape player in the truck to make sure?
Oh yeah, it works.
Oh yeah, we brought 6 tapes here. 3 of them played.
Yeah.
But yeah, it works great.
Did you bring your pencil in case you gotta fix it back up?
Nah, I'm real good with my finger. I'd wind it up perfect. I got skills. How you doing? Good to meet you.
It needs it.
Can I get you a hat?
Can you sign the back of my phone?
Sure. I can sign a hat for you too if you want.
Sure.
Adjust the
All right.
screws.
Definitely.
Like it's like nothing.
There you go.
So it's just, it needs jet change. I got it to the point where it pops.
There you go. Hold on one second. Don't take off.
Once it warms up, it seems like it's fine, but I haven't driven it yet. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed our chokes aren't hooked up either.
There you go, boss.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Good meeting you. Thanks for hanging out, right?
Cold anyways.
My stingy ass kid.
Oh, gave up the House of Pain.
That's a decent one.
Man.
cassette single. Enjoy that one
Swings
song.
away. Oh my God, Ken Griffey Jr. put out a tape?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Definitely not getting into the Hall of Fame because of this.
It's Chuck.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
But it's nice. Everything works.
How you doing?
How's it going in Texas, my man?
I gotta be honest, it's a little rainy here. I was surprised. Well, we're doing good. We're having fun.
Cool. Yeah, man. She was telling me that you were going to stop in and watch, or at least try to catch Rad.
Oh, I got tickets. We're doing this.
Oh, dude. I was telling her that was one of the videos. That was one of the movies that in BMX Bandits back in the day.
You're like one of 2 people that have ever seen BMX Bandits that I've met in my life.
Nicole.
Kidman, yeah. Yeah, Nicole Kidman. Yep.
Yeah, that was one of her first films, man.
Yeah.
That's a cool flick.
And it had a drag boat in it, man. The bad guys drove a flat bottom V-drive in that movie. It was cool. Yeah. Well, dude, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for saying hi. I appreciate it. And we're gonna go to the movie theater here in a minute here. What did you do? What had happened was. What's up, man? All right, man. Well, I know it's very loud there, and I know you can't even hear me, but it's good to meet you. All right, we got to pack it up because we got to go see a movie.
Yeah.
It starts in 20 minutes.
Joe, it's kind of leaking behind you there. Make sure you put your bag and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Mice,
Okay.
we're going to
Yes,
take off.
sir.
Can we get a photo with you real quick?
Yeah, let's do it. Just got out of the movie. All hell is broken loose out here. It was wild. We were in the theater, and the thunder was so loud and the rain was so loud you could hear it over the soundtrack of the movie. And then the theater flooded. It was amazing. But we still had a killer time. And now we head to Georgia with a whole lot of cool tapes. We got all kinds of music for our road trip. Dude, it's raining so hard out there.
It was so bad. I got around the corner at a shelter, and I just started sprinting. And through the parking lot, about 5 or 6 steps into the parking lot, I felt my shoes are already wet. And I got a long ways to go to get to the truck. It's like the parking lot's probably 2 inches deep of water just standing.
Dude, it's wild out here.
Yeah.
Texas got some weather.
Right?
Texas,
for sure.
Texas got some weather. But we out. We got a lot of tapes. Tomorrow we'll get up early, hit the road, bomb all the way home to Georgia.
Well, how we doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Day 4, last day of our road trip. We got about 800 miles to go to get home. We just left the hotel. Of course, we had to stop at Buc-ee's because it's Buc-ee's. And this will be our second fill-up. And I let it click off once, which is what I did the first time. And we have gone 275 miles on this tank of gas. We're just under half a tank and 13.98. 19 and a half miles per gallon while speeding, by the way. I'm going to be legit with you. We're speeding. One of the toll roads, the speed limit was 80, which was amazing. It moves around a little bit at 80, but at 85, smooths right out. So there's the key there. And yeah, I mean, couldn't be happier. The truck is incredible. It looks awesome. It drives really well. Every switch, every knob feels like new. There's no cabin noise, there's no wind noise, there's nothing. And we're gonna go home and screw all of that up. Well, maybe not all of it, but it's gonna be louder, it's gonna be faster. It might not be better for most people, but we're gonna fall in love with it even more. So right now we're gonna get some breakfast burritos and then drive home, because I feel like we could probably get there tonight if my leg doesn't give me too much trouble. Ready for this? It's like Christmas. So last night.
That's only part of them. There's more in the suitcase, dude.
I know. So this
we just don't have the room for it.
This will get us through lunchtime, I think. We have a 12-hour drive. We have a lot of cassettes. And, I mean, dude, compilation disc, cassette, sorry. Wu-Tang, Big Pun, Mac 10, Goody Mob. Stoked on this one.
Rock
Classic
Classics?
Rocks. Yeah, Rock Classics Volume 1 and 3. We're missing number 2, probably not the end of the world, because this is stuff like Tesla, Def Leppard, Queensryche, Triumph?
Yes.
Never heard of Triumph.
Never heard of Triumph?
No.
Oh,
No.
you have.
Maybe when I hear it, I'll know. But, dude, we got Skinner, Green Day, Van Halen. The soundtrack to Beverly Hills Cop, solid.
That's good stuff.
Which I've gotten before from a Roadkill fan. I'm stoked to have it again because I got to be honest, it didn't work. Because you have about a 60% success rate with these things. You'll pop it in, it might not work at all, or you'll pop it in, it'll play one song, and then go to hell. Or you'll pop it in, it'll sound horrible, but it'll get better. Or if you click fast forward and tighten up the tape, it gets better. But there's a lot of times where, you know, you get all excited because you have Run DMC's Raising Hell, which is the first cassette I ever owned in my life. And this may not pay dividends. This may not work, but let's find out because we got 12 hours of driving here. Okay, rejecting Green Day, which did work for the most part, and I was excited about because that's a really good one. Now the key here is
I don't know where you put the
we're gonna wind it with our finger before we ever get going, so there's no slack in it. Blow out the dust like a Nintendo cartridge, and then we're gonna cross our fingers and toes, even on the broken foot, because come on.
Yo, Mark 9. They really don't think we can keep doing this. They don't think we can keep making hits.
Solid. All right, we're off. You guys can't listen to this with us because copyrights and things, and I don't think we can afford to pay Run DMC to use their song. Well, I'm positive of it. I got a truck to build, so they're not getting the money. The truck's getting the money. Let's go.
Bye, Buc-ee's.
We'll see you again. There's at least one more Buc-ee's on the way home in Alabama, so this won't be our last Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah, we'll go by the one in Birmingham again, huh?
Yeah, maybe we'll have dinner there. Round 2 of brisket.
Yeah. Probably turkey sandwich and one of their keto things for me. I really like their turkey.
I like their brisket. Their biscuits are decent too. All right, back on the highway. We have 785 miles to go. It would have been less than that, but we made a wrong turn and added 25 miles to our trip.
20 miles.
That was rough. We made a wrong turn, got on a toll road, headed to an airport we didn't want, and it added 20 miles to our trip, which was unfortunate. Let me just crank up my window because it's not powered. This is the work truck. I've thought a lot about the build. I'm really excited to keep the work truck vibe, 100%. Like, I don't want to church it up too much. I'm even going to put the work truck decals back on this thing because they're missing. You know, it won't be a sleeper. We're going to lower it and do wheels and tires, but like, we're not going to shave the door handles or do any crazy things like that. I want the interior stock.
Yeah.
I want to figure out a way to add paddle shifters, but to the stock steering wheel where you can't see it, because we're going to do an automatic, right? I don't want a race shifter in here, but I don't want to shift a column shift either, because that's not very effective.
Well, it's not like that's going to actually, your shift indicator is really going to tell you what's going on anymore either.
No, not when we go to a 6-speed. But like, if we could adapt a paddle shifter and paint it black so that it doesn't really stick out back here, that would be sick. Hell, even if it's just a button right here, up and down, doot, 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 fine. We'll definitely lower it. We'll probably do 20s because it'll hook up better with a 20 than it will a 22-inch drag radial. It'll hook up even better on a 17. It'll hook up even better on a 15, some sidewall.
It just won't look right.
Yeah, like I don't necessarily want to build a pro touring truck because I think those things can go too far with, you know, billet hood hinges and doodads, and they get heavy and overweight. But I don't want a full-blown drag truck. I want somewhere in the middle. I want a street fighter. You know, something that, other than the wheels and the lowering job, it doesn't really give away what it would be good at, you know?
And the hellacious sound that's going to come out of it.
It's going to sound cool.
It's going to sound awesome.
The rad part about this build is that it'll be something anyone else at home could do themselves, because we're not going to do a bunch of heavy fab work. Like, we want this to be, you know, I don't want to throw the word attainable around, because building a truck with 1,000 horsepower is expensive for sure. Yes. But being able to assemble it at home with hand tools and maybe, you know, a welder on a couple of things would be pretty sweet, I think. All right, y'all, we just went 356 miles and we were hauling butt into a headwind. 356 divided by 18.1, 19.6. Wow. So we've gotten 19.5 and 19.6 miles per gallon. We actually got better fuel economy driving faster. Like that last 356 miles was through parts of Texas where the speed limit was 75 and 80 miles an hour. And even when the speed limit dropped down, we pretty much maintained that. Our fuel economy got better.
We did?
We got 19.5 this morning. We just got 19.6 and we've been trucking all day. Wow. I mean, except for the fact that it doesn't have brutal acceleration or a great exhaust note, there's not a lot of reasons for changing this motor out, which is why we're gonna do it. Because you only need one reason, and that's badassery. And you can't have badassery with a V6. Oh yeah, so currently we're 447 miles from home. Don't make that any longer, okay?
I will try not to.
Okay, thank you. Because that's so far. We've come so far, it's so far. All right, well, he's not talking right now. The other guy talked a lot. He was like, go straight, half mile, go straight, quarter mile. Stance isn't saying nothing.
Louisiana.
We made it! I think the dead giveaway before we even crossed the border were all the, what do you call those? You call those fish? Crawfish.
Crawfish.
There were lots of crawfish farms. And I saw those, but I never really saw a border. But that sign said Louisiana, so I feel good. I think we made it. Here we go. Oh, dude.
The cake.
Got it.
Bye, traffic. Look at all this traffic, you guys. It's insane.
See, and that's why you buy a pickup, folks. Oh my god.
Maybe we should just leave the stock height because that was fun.
They're not even, like, they're just sitting there.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Wow.
I mean, that's what happens when you shut down the 10 East.
Yeah, that,
It's literally shut down.
yeah.
We're going to sit in all this again where they get off.
It's wild that more people aren't doing what we just did.
I know, right?
Exercising their freedom.
Maybe they don't want to get the trucks dirty.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a nice Chevy. That thing got a rad paint job on it.
Man. This is like the next exit is 4 miles ahead. That's 4 miles of people
4
just
miles of that
sitting
backup.
there. Damn, they're still sitting there.
Yeah.
Look how deep it is now. Like if you didn't get off back there, just...
Well, no, because up here you get more of a running start to make it back up the other side.
Yeah, but dude, there's an alligator in there. I can see
Alternate
it.
route.
I-10 closed. Woo!